Good day, welcome to Multinet Design. In the continuation of our Chief Judge residence that we are been working on for a while. So in this particular episode, we are going to create a decorative environment for this. So most of these elevations are going to be decorated by adding one or two. So the first thing we want to create is to create pergola around this particular area, serving the purpose of shading. At the same time, the sign some part of this, so and at the same time create a rendering view where we're going to later push to fill it and this correct everything. So let's move on to the. So in the beginning, we were able to create this. This is the floor plan. If you want to see the way we started the how we arranged everything from the beginning, so we create the upper floor, which is this particular one that contains every area. So now what we want to do is the place first to open a ventilation for this stair hall. So what do? We go to this place and click. So we are going to use the same wall, but this time around is going to be stock front. So stock front wall is going to be what we want to use. So we edit this one and duplicate it. We say okay. So what we have, we call it convert automatic embedded fan exterior, and then here we are going to change the layout. So we are not going to use something of this nature. So what we want to use is a complete glass spacing. So 2 for spacing. So then again we are going to change this one again to, then we call it the same. That is for the vertical. The vertical is going to be like 3,000. Okay, so that is what we want to do. So from the mullion, we decide not to use any mullion. We don't want mullion in any way. So we click OK. So from here now we change from this point to this point. So what is there that there is not showing? Because why? There's some issue. So we come to set. So the reason it's not showing is because the wall actually is shorter. So what we do is that you go to that 3D and go and see where it stays. So is it here? This is it. So what you need to do is to increase this by saying go to level 1. From level 1, you start from level 1. So the base off of level 1 is going to be, okay, if you are not understanding what I do, I want to shift it now. I've shifted to level 1. So but I want to change the base side. So what we do here is that you click here. We say it's starting from 700. So touch 700. Then you see the way it jump up around. So can you see? So you now just you stretch it up. So you're going to get 3,500. Let's see how far it goes. So that is the height. So but I still want more height to be calculated. So I'm going to add another. So let's say 4,200. I think that will be okay for me. Good. So that is the opening for the staircase. It's a big one. So with reflective glass for that matter, that's going to be there. So that is what I want, and that is what I have already placed in this position. So the next thing I want to do is to create the pergola. So I'm going to go to level 3. So from here I'm going to create on a component. So components here now say model in place. So what I do here is casement work, and I call it what? Pergola. So I'm creating this one. So I'm using extrusion to start. So first I'm creating the whole. So at this front is going to be here 1,200. Good. So from the spacing I want to offset this. Let's say I'm having it, let me just say rectangle, then I'm offsetting this particular rectangle for let's say 100. So from here, no, minus will be used. So minus 100 because I want to say start from in between. So click here and you see so it stops here. So you take it back and then half it with 600. I think that will be okay. 600 or 450. That's 450. Press enter. Good. So from here now, you pick this and begin to move it. So I'm moving this one from this to this place. So that is copy. So I'm done with that. So what I need to do next is to copy in a big form. So copy this from here, copy it here, copy it here. So how many do we have? So we have 4 in place. So what will I do? I'm going to save this and say move, because I want it to be at this, align with this one. Good. So as I have this now, what I need to do next is to pick this. This particular one. So what I do is that I will rotate this, but before I do that, I have to get the offset right, so which is 100. So I've set it in 100, which is okay. So from there now, you copy this, so copy, move it out. So what you do, rotate only it, then rotate it in 90 degrees. So you move it, say move from here, then drop it here. So this one is going to go, then you open this one back, then you start copying this and say from here, which is 100, no sorry, from here, escape, from here, which is 100, copy this to this, to this, then to this. You just need to have like 5, not any specific numbers of what you are creating. So as you have done with that, so change from here, and then you reduce this to 100 as well. Good. So from there now, you offset this to 100, then you draw another line that comes here. So from this you start to trim everything, and everything is in place. So click finish, then you edit again, delete this one because it's not needed. So click delete. So from there, when you finish it, go to your south elevation. From the south elevation, which is this particular one, so did you see what you've done? So what you need to do is to reduce it here, call it 50. So the 50 is done, so you can check it from 3D whether what you have done is what you appears. Good. So the design is there, see the reflection and everything is in place. So this one has brought another beauty to this particular beauty. So you change the material here now. So you select the material to be used precisely. So you can use aluminum whatsoever and duplicate it. So instead I want to use wall. So go to select here and select use appearance. So go to your wall paint. So at the wall paint I want to use something like electric gloss. I think the gloss is going to be better. So I'm going to use black. So I'm using black gloss, black. Good. So I'm using it, let it be roller. Beautiful. So this is what I want, and I have it here. So I have it in place. So the next thing is I want to decorate this side again. So I'm going here, say save, click on save. So go to elevation west, elevation east. So what did you see? Hide this particular, do not delete, hide the particular fence. Yes, so it's part of our creation and performance. So at this level, what I just want to do is to have something that will flow around this nature and give this a special feeling. So what I do is that you go to architecture, and from the architecture say component model in place. The beauty of the model in place is that it allows you to model anything that resembles what you want. So I'm going to use extrusion. So instead of me using, I'm just going to use any planar level, which is what I want to attach it to. So from here now, I start creating what I need to create. From here, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. So they are all here. Then align this. So bring it out. Do you need any one here again? Yes, it's needed. So roll it up. So from here, I do another line from below. So I click, and I click, and I click, and click. So here I'm dealing with it. So you have issue. So continue. So something is there that's it's not perfectly explained. Yes, I've seen it. So this edge need to be brought together. So continue again. Okay, I think it's done. So I did open this window entirely. So the windows are going to be opened. Good. So as you do that, so you need to click here and start copying everything. That will not be delaying yourself. So push and push to down, push, 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 and the last push. So that's you have created the window. Then as you are done with this, click finish. So from here you change this one to just 10. Should be the so from here, when you look at it from 3D, okay, that's the particular that we have created there. You look at this from 3D, and you find the attachment of what we were talking about. So this change the physics of that level. So you can repeat this at the other side as well if you are pleased. So that's just going to have a monolithic column. So here you edit again, and you change the material to proper materials. So click here and you edit the category. So the material we are going to use now, duplicate the material. So I'm going to change the wall parts again. So this time around it's going to be the same wall, but a normal wall which is gloss. So I'm not going to use pure black, I'm going to use blue, or let me use orange. Orange will be okay, but in a lighter way. So here orange from here, and I'm going to use this particular orange in the picture. So this color, even though when I take it to external purifier, it's going to find itself in a very. So now I want to do something different. Click it here. You say particular. So we are going to change this. I'm not going to use wall again. I want to use siding. Okay. And for appearance, that's what I want. So siding. So from the siding appearance, or siding. So I'm going to check on board. I'm using this solution that is. So instead of me using image, I want to remove the image. So I'm choosing the color to be of this nature, but here in mind. So the bump the same way. So the bump now I'm increasing the bump amount. Increase the amount. So here image, bump image, you can leave it. So you just say okay. Good. So this is where so I have this here now. It's going to go back again. So I'm repeating it at the back. which is what I want to go to and do. So go to west again, no, east, sorry, go to east. At the east now, you copy this or you mirror it, anyone that you feel fits, so do it. So it's here now, giving you, so edit this, and you are going to give a perfect example on a regular account and what you've done here. So delete this one that are not needed. So copy this, I will move this to this place and copy. So copy here and copy here, copy here too. So this one now you are going to shrink it. So as I've told you before, designing elevation, you know elevation is the beauty of the building. Design is a plan. The beauty that everyone will appreciate is the elevation. So it takes time to get a beautiful thing done. So never in any way think that building is something that you're going to do as quick as possible and you live there, because it's going to make your, if you do not detail your elevation, it's going to make your design look ordinary. And being an ordinary design to a client is very, very risky. So you finish with this and go back here and go and see what you've done at this level, sorry, at the level 3D. Good. So the next thing I want to create is to create a copy around this window, and every other one we have the same thing. So how do I do that? I'm going to use this one particular one here, copy, say this elevation. Good. So I'm going to use this, so copy this one, everyone. Very fast method so that you'll be able to do what you want to do and move on with that. So edit this and you create this one, say increase this one to 25, 1000, 150. So as you done with that, with the 150, you edit the extrusion. At the extrusion level, you click on this and say copy. So here you copy, you will increase it to 180. So 180, check it out, it's still too big for me, so it's not too beautiful for my liking, so I'm reducing it to 80. I think it should be half of it. Good. So this one is okay for me. So I have it in place like that. So I copy this, no, just select this around. So you are going to do what? Copy all and start placing them around. Do this all over where there is window. So you have it in place. So the remaining one is that you are going to remove this, delete all the external parts. So click finish. So then you edit this to change the material. Click here, duplicate, graphics, good. So change this one and bring a pure white to it. So default for the ceramic line, then select this white. Good. So see it in 3D. So that is what you have created, and you can go and do the same thing in this place. So you just copy this, say move, go to this elevation, the same way you did in that one, just mirror it. So at this level, edit again, this time around delete all, edit everything, and here you first move to this space. So the next is that you copy as many as you want. So you go and copy them and drop them, then same thing here. So this time around the way you did in that place, you're going to do the same thing. So this one, you just move it and you see move. Good. So this one too, you do the same thing by saying move. So click here and then move it. So trim everything that is trimmable moves. So click. What is the issue? So there's an issue. Continue. Good. So that's what we have done in this place. So the decoration is set and everything is in the place. So I need to put this one in place as well. So copy this and bring it here. So I'm selecting this, we are editing it. So delete this. Just delete all, so you'll be able to select whatever you need to do. Just rectangle. Then you do it again by saying offsets. This time around you have set it by 100. Because I just want to go bigger. So that is this. Click finish. Then go to floor plan and shift it from inside to the outside. So disconnect and remove constraint and dejoin. Finish, and then you look at it in your 3D, the beauty aspect of what you have created. Good. So this is what you have done. So the next thing I want to do now is to create my camera point of view. I want to capture these moments. So I'm going to level 1. So I'm going to click on it, go to 3D or come to view, anyone you feel like. Go to, let's say, view, and you choose from this camera. The same thing with this one. So choose the, whichever you choose, the same thing you're going to see at that place. So choose the camera. I'm choosing from this point. So I'm selecting this. So what I do here is to hide this first. So click on hide. If you don't understand, maybe you think, so go to your realistic and see for yourself. So the reason why you should hide it is because it's covering some important aspects. So I will hide it and say hide. So click here and shift it up. So the same thing you do here, the same thing you do there. It is not over yet, so the camera is not set well because I do not like the way the perspective is looking. I want the camera to pick from below. So what do? I select this and change the orientation because I want to capture the moment from under. So here I'm going to click 5, let's say 100, then another one 100. You see the camera adjust itself. Now beautiful. This is the way I like to pick my camera. So it's going to allow me to pick a little bit of ground and then a very good view irrespective. So this is what we have created. This is the way I want the whole thing to look like. So as I've done with this one now, I should name this camera and call it sort 1 because I'm going to render this one in a video. So I call it to the name and call it video sort. So you can keep your phone in that manner as well. So this is what we have done at this level. So the next thing in line is that I want to quick copy around the whole edge, which is what I want to do now. So go back to level 3. At the level 3, or let's go to 3D. I think that would be better. So the 3D, since everything is level, so you're going to say architecture, model in place. So click there and say casement again. You should use, or you can use roof copy. Call it. You can use roof. Just name it anything you feel like. okay, roof, and call it coping, roof coping. So you click like that. So at this level now, what you need to do is to use sweep, and I'm creating it with 3D. So I'm going to select everything that is selectable. So here I'm taking inside, not outside. I'm using inside to pick. So the value of 3D is that no matter how the shape look like, so it's going to help you to pick it. But here is not a complex shape, but I just want to use it, and you can try it in your phone by choosing different level. But the only problem is that it must have the level alignment. So all your level must be aligned together for it to function very well. So this is the reason why you must always understand most of these elements very well. So you check most of our tutorial that we have done on various level. We touch almost everything about the modeling of. So now we go to cell elevation. I think that is the case. Is it south, west, east, west? Where did you have the yes? So here is what I have. So I'm going to create this one by say edit profile. The profile is going to be edited by clicking here, take from inside, and then let it flow from the outside. So 80 is okay. 80 will be fantastic. So change the material again. So category, change the material. So I'm changing it to something that can duplicate. So here I'm not going to use pure white, so I'm going to appearance, then I go to your wall paint. So I'm using black. I think black is okay. Let's use black. So black is going to be used black glass. So instead of it to be dark like this, it's going to fit the darkness relatively a little bit. So this is what I want. It's still white from my, it's still light from my liking, a little bit dark, not just total dark. So I prefer this. So click finish and click finish. You have it here. So look at it from this shot. Good. So this has brought another clear sanity to the image. So click finish. So save it again, and this has done the magic of what we need. I expected it of it to do. So in the next class, we are going to start bringing this into external file, which is a Fury, and we're going to work on that and create a beautiful rendering aspect by